Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Chan, and today we're going to be talking about a show that I just watched, and I thought I should make a video on it. So the show that I'm talking about is A Violet Evergarden. So if you don't already know, this show is a Netflix exclusive. It's like 13 episodes long, 20 minutes each, 23, something like that. But yeah, it was interesting. The reason I use interesting instead of good is because while I thought it was good, a lot of people have this show as a 10 out of 10. Now, personally, I don't really agree with the 10 out of 10. I gave it like a 7. I get why people like love it so much, but it's just not a show for me, I guess. It's not made for me as the target audience. So the whole premise of the show is there's this war going on, and there was this girl named Violet and her captain, and the whole thing is figuring out, oh, what happened with that? And then how is Violet going to handle it now? And she was like a skilled soldier and a tool, like, because she didn't really feel emotions like everyone else. So they used her as a weapon, like a tool. Like, she was so good in combat. I'm not describing that well, but if you watch the show, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. But anyways, she figures out that the captain is gone or dead. That's not a spoiler. It happens like in the first episode or something like that. And so the whole story is figuring out how she will continue to live, because she had been taking his commands like all her life, so she doesn't really know how to live without taking those commands. And then through the show, you see she becomes this auto memory doll. I think that's what they call it. It's pretty much a doll that writes letters and stuff, and she's trying to communicate emotions, and her journey through the thing is trying to figure out like emotions. The whole reason she did it was the captain said, "Oh, I love you," and she couldn't comprehend what that meant. So this is just like a basic summary. You could get a lot more in detail, but I would just recommend going and watching the show. You can just watch a few episodes and see if you actually like it or not. I didn't really like it till episode 5, I would say. That's when things started to ramp up a little bit. But I would highly recommend giving the show a try, because if you are the target audience, I'm not really sure how to describe it, because the show's pretty unique, but if you are the target audience, you're gonna really enjoy this. Now, I say that this show wasn't targeted toward me, but there were 3 like parts in the show that actually were pretty emotional that I kind of did enjoy. And overall, I did enjoy the show. I need to say that right now. I did enjoy the show, but I wouldn't give it a 10. So you're probably asking, oh, if you won't give it a 10, what are you going to give it? Well, it's a 7 for me. I'm just going to go straight up and say it. It's a 7. A 7 is a good show. Like, I've gave a decent amount of shows a 7. Now, keep in mind, I'm not very experienced in anime. I've only watched a couple. I know that doesn't make sense with the background and everything, but yeah, I haven't watched too many yet. I just got into it like 2 years ago or something like that. But yeah, and that was just like casual, and I am still casual. But yeah, I'm really enjoying watching anime right now. So I kind of wanted to just talk about this one. As I said, it's a 7 for me. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about the show, because like I said, it had those 3 moments where there were these small stories, and I felt like they were better than the actual plot, because the plot is kind of all over the place. You don't really know exactly what's going on, and then at the very end you're like, I guess the story is really about her trying to figure out emotions, but it's hard to describe it, but if you've watched it, you know what I mean, as I said earlier. But I guess that's the end of the video, guys. If you have any suggestions for other videos, other anime, and if you have anything to say about this one, you can leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.